So the new update is live with the Krasue. Now, Krasue is great and all, but there's something I think is even more insane, which is that they kept the off-the-record deletion of endurance. Off the record no longer gives you a free extra health state every time you're unhooked. I unironically think that is more impactful to the game than Krasue. That is insane, and I'm so happy because I am so sick of somebody coming, like, getting unhooked and body blocking with off the record decisive strike dead hard. Now it's just one decisive strike and then a dead hard that I can play around, as opposed to off the record, which you can't play around. I'm unironically more happy about that than Krasue. I'm excited for Krasue, but oh my god, the game is going to feel so much better now that I don't have to constantly deal with freaking off-the-record body blocks all the time. That was the worst thing. So, I think I'll start by trying to get Krasue's Adept because, of course, how else do you play a new killer other than with, like, really weak perks? Her perks aren't amazing. Like, some of them are interesting. She's loud in the lobby, which is unfortunate. I've not looked at her add-ons really. I don't know what's good. Preview the impact zone is probably good to learn. More charges, consumption rate decreases for 15 seconds anytime I hook a leeched survivor. Okay, so after I hook somebody, then I have 15 seconds where I'm using less. Oblivious when they're healing. Passive grow rate of leech 2 increased. Eating from further or revealed. That's interesting. Get exhausted. Gain 12 charges when a survivor is hit by leeching gland. Decrease glowing fungus cleansing rate. Hitting a non-leech survivor with intestinal whip reveals other survivors. Exits powered all survivors are afflicted with leech 1. Growing fungi begin to decay and activating corporeal weave. Huh? Wait, that sounds kind of crazy. Like, if I'm understanding that correctly, it means that, like, the glowing fungi will eventually disappear after a certain period of time, and no more will spawn. So, like, after 4 infections or something, which are given automatically by the exit being powered, survivors won't have any more fungi. If you combine this with an endgame build, this may unironically be insane for her. Also, let me turn off gosh dang mute focus. I always have that off when I'm playing offline, but I like to keep it so that if I tab out, it doesn't screw up for y'all, doesn't mute for y'all. Although you do need to have an endgame build, and endgame builds are kind of like not bad, not amazing right now. Gain 2 headline flight charges whenever General is repaired. Increased by 20. It doesn't seem great. Increased headline flight charges by 6 and its recharge rate by 15%. Must be at least half charged to activate. I believe this one is like good. Decreased charge consumption by 25%. 10% AIDS for 5 seconds. And that's kind of horrid, actually. That's like really bad because you're buffing survivors for like a very minimal increase. I have not played any of Krasue, so this will be my first time playing her and learning her. I should probably take a quick look at the perks. When you ever start chase survival or of other injured survivors in 20 meters. Okay. Spawns a hex totem curses as far as Gen, undetectable when they repair for 5 seconds, and terrorize. Okay, so unknown's perk, but with a hex totem. I feel like this could be not a hex totem and still be fine if they just like increase, like, if they give it like a cooldown or something. I don't know if this applies every 5 seconds or maybe every 30 seconds. It's a bit strange. Also, it's RNG because you don't know which one is going to be cursed gen. You have 4 tokens, all survivor screams are inflicted with exposed. This one, since it's a one-time use, it's just not that great. One-time use perks are almost never really good. It's one of the issues with hex totems, is that you only get like 2 or 3 uses if they're an immediate use, if you're lucky, because sometimes it's 0 uses or one-time use. And that's even though they can be very strong, they're kind of Plus, you also have to. I mean, it's hooking 4 survivors, which will happen eventually. Like, it's not the worst one-time use, but like 60 seconds. Like, that's one down potentially. Like, I don't think that's going to be a great perk. I think it needs to be like at least 120 seconds. But then that would probably be too strong on like Ghoul or something. Okay, so that's the farthest gen, which means survivors are probably located over there. Oh, that's a fast use. It's like almost instant. I'm not super happy that I ended up with Larry's, because projectile killer. What? Wait, where the hell did she spawn? Why was she over here? Oh, I hear somebody. Is it better to M1 people or infect them, I wonder? Run into me like a fool? No, he just kept W King. Wait, did he? No. Okay. That was pretty bad. Oh my god, oof. Not... Okay, he's infected. Okay, how does head form work? I don't know if you can hop over... Wow, that is a really long time. She's supposed to be faster, but she does not feel faster. Oh, third person. Oh, that does not feel great. It feels so limited. Maybe it's just the third person makes her feel slower. That did not... That's not a great first chase, but also... The fact that 3 gens aren't popping right now is kind of crazy, honestly. I don't have any info, which is unfortunate. I thought somebody was here earlier, but no. They've already done the Hex Totem. I know they're on that because I got the Undetectable earlier. Which I guess is like a secondary effect. When you get Undetectable, you get to hear... You know what gen they're on. Are you just gonna give it to me? How did I miss that, honestly? Yeah, so I believe the way you're supposed to do it is you stay in like a body form until you leech them, and then you change. Okay, it doesn't give the arc. I was kind of hoping for the arc more than just the landing area. Huh? Wait, how did that miss? It went straight through her. Okay, that worked. Head form. Supposedly head form is a little bit faster. Wow, I hit her around a corner there. How true that is I don't know, honestly. It doesn't feel faster, but maybe it's just the really far away camera. It's definitely possible. I believe this gen on the right is the one she was doing. Yeah. I would have liked to punish that or kick that. I mean, what is this god window? Is this normal? I don't remember that being a thing. Okay, infection. Into M1. Off the record found with Skull Merchant. True. I mean, almost true. If off the record did like even less, maybe. Okay, maybe I can do this on hook. But yeah, it is very cool. Wait, they stay leeched after an unhook? Oh, that's not right. That shouldn't be a thing. I think that they should lose their infection if they're hooked, similarly to like friggin' damn near everybody who has infection. That's kind of stupid. Wow, that is so hard to control. It's crazy. Ooh, and the transition is pretty rough. Every time you swap, you make a fungus, which is kind of unfortunate for body blocking. Because you need to swap more when you're dealing with body blocks. I don't think she has... Oh my god. What is this god window? Is this a normal thing in Larry's? Because I don't remember this being a thing in Larry's. I'll take my free hit on him. I guess I'll swap. She's broken, which, I mean, how helpful that is... Okay, I got stuck on the corner. Great, cool, awesome. What? You... Wow, this is so impossible to control. I could not at all turn towards that palette. This feels actually horrid. I can't lie. I feel like I have zero control. It's literally just like if they're directly in front of me, I can hit them, and otherwise, not at all. And the vault is like absolutely worthless. Except against like, I guess, Giga God palettes. Yeah, so if I find them in a straight line, then I can do something with her power. I could not aim at that pallet around a corner. What? That's horrid. It's actually horrible. Yeah, I mean, there's no way I win this. You can't really play modern DVD without at least 2 slowdown, if not 3. I'm surprised that leech worked, actually. Okay. Mind game worked. She makes that... Man, the head form does not feel faster at all. Okay, that's interesting. There is auto-aim on the tentacle whip, at least, so that's something. I feel like this ace has DS, but also... Yeah, like the gens are popping, so it doesn't really matter if you have DS, because... That was pretty good. M2 into M1. Hell, even if he has Hope, Hope is nerfed, so it's not that big of a deal. Cut him off from the door. Oh, that... Ah, man, the curve on this feels weird. It feels really bad. Man, I really hate Larry's. Do you think it'll work? Do you think it'll work? Do you think it'll work? Nope. Wait, actually, maybe? Oh my god, it's awful. It's so bad. It's so bad. I seriously hate this tentacle whip. It feels so bad. It's unreal. I mean, if I camp you, it's the same thing as getting ace. Like, this is basement. There's almost no way that they get out. This feels weird because they classified Krasue as strong with anti-tunnel changes being more harsh on her. Now they buffed her? Did they buff her? I mean, it's possible that they thought she was going to be strong and then she, like, was not actually that strong. Ah, Deliverance. Well, that would explain it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you for telling me your BT was up with Dead Hard. I think I'm far enough away from the pallet. Yep. I mean, survivors are just really not pleasant already. First match and I already have people spam vaulting. Like, goddamn. End this. At least there's no off the record. Wow, that did infect. So I guess I just missed earlier. Tentacle Strike is way smoother than it was on PTB. Oh my god, if this is a smoother Tentacle Strike, I can't imagine what it felt like on the PTB. This feels horrid. Like, I feel like I have almost no control. I mean, I may as well get infections while I'm here, you know? That's a shame. Alright, there's one. Like, this is basement. There's no real way you get out here. Unless I just leave. But I'm fine getting my 1 kill. Yeah, she feels actually like so bad, it's crazy. Feels too risky. If I was a survivor here, I'd just take the 1k. Yeah, yeah, I would too. Because there's no way. It's like at best you get like a bunch of trades. And at worst, I get 2 kills or 3 kills or something. What, do you have Dead Hard? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. No way you come in and you're like, oh, I don't have Dead Hard. No, come on. Come on. I felt that Dead Hard from 10 miles away. Come on. They're both injured, so they can't pick up this Sable. Timer's about to run out anyway. They literally don't have time to reset and come for another save. They did kind of throw, but honestly. Oh, I just activated everybody gets exposed when I 4-hook. Yeah, this perk. I don't think this perk is going to be great. It must have been Reassurance. I mean, maybe it was. I don't think Reassurance can hit through basement, though. I thought they changed its range not to. Maybe I'm wrong. Did rank reset happen? Maybe I got adept even with this horrid performance if rank reset happened. I don't think so. Roll on the anti... Huh? I don't understand. I don't... Okay, where's... I'm not actually certain what she's... Okay, we're at gold. I'm not certain what the Kate is complaining about. Or even if they're complaining about, I can't lie. The anti-body block. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, body blocking her out of the basement. That's what she's complaining about. I body blocked her deliverance coming from the basement. And she was mad about that. Oh, the new lore totem thing happened. Interesting. Well, Lorehead's eating. Oh, and they reorganized the tomes to be 1 to 23. Good for the lore heads. I don't care about lore at all. Oh my god, she's so fucking loud. Please, behavior, let me shut killers up in the lobby. That is so annoying. Okay, patch notes. So the main thing is Off the Record doesn't have endurance. That's the craziest thing. But they kept a lot of the changes that I liked, honestly. Like, I never expected them to keep the Off the Record change. I expected them to revert basically everything, and if we were lucky, maybe, like, Ruin would stay. Ruin did stay, which is awesome. I'm trying to get to the perks. There's so many killer junk here. The Clairvoyance buff is eh. Friendly Competition is eh. Hope nerf. Some people are happy about it. I feel kind of ambivalent. I feel like I don't really see hope. No Mither buff is funny. That's awesome. Off the Record nerf, love it. Leader buff is fine. Lucky Star buff is good. Pharmacy buff is good. It's fine. I'm not a fan of the plot twist increasing your recovery speed, because plot twist already is kind of crazy with all of the junk that happens. It's kind of crazy. Poised buff, it's fine. Actually, 30 seconds of no scratch marks is kind of good. Like, it's not like an amazing perk, but now it's like a decent niche perk. Quick Gambit. Quick Gambit. Decrease cooldown losing a health state to 40 seconds. What the fuck is Quick Gambit? I don't even remember what this perk does, so I'm gonna say it's probably a good buff, because I would remember it if it was a good perk. Add a new prevent your aura from being red while in the dying state. Increase crawl speed bonus to... No, decrease crawl speed bonus to 25%. Oh. That's fine. Vigil survivors can only benefit from 1 vigil effect at a time. That's like a nice nerf, but like, let's be honest, the bugged 60% faster cooldown or whatever is really the issue with Vigil. They just need to make it work properly. or nerf it or something, because it's so goddamn annoying that like survivors have what, 24-second sprint burst with a single vigil, like even without the stacking. Like that's the main issue, is that it's so easy to walk for 24 seconds in a chase if you're on like even a moderately decent map. Even if you're on a bad map but is like strong tiles. Like, the game is like a quote-unquote bad map, supposedly, but since all the tiles are strong, it's effectively, you get sprint burst, which means that you can sort of cheese it a bit into being a better map, since you don't need to, since you throw a pallet, you walk, you get sprint burst, throw a pallet, walk, get sprint burst, and then the next pallet you can not throw because you have a vigil sprint burst. But they just need to make vigil back to what it was. It was already like a decent perk back then, but like I think I'd rather them just nerf the numbers. This, like, the stacking, it's good that they removed the stacking, I guess, because it's mainly a Swift thing, and I'm not really a big fan of perks that are especially are stronger in Swift, like specifically stronger in Swift. So it's a good thing they removed the Swift synergy, but I would like them to just make Vigil not so stupid. It's so stupid strong. As I hate eating 2 sprint bursts because a survivor threw 3 god pallets. I hate that. It's a terrible thing. I probably should have changed my brown out on. God, no! Why? Why another indoor map? God damn it! Fuck me. I guess I technically have stealth in my hex totem, but I fucking hate indoor maps when I'm playing a projectile killer. Like, goddamn. Dropped a pallet on my head. You want to? Oh, okay. I got. Oh shit! I can't break pallets in this form. That's right. She's infected, she'll eventually get infected. It also makes it so hard to find survivors, because I would prefer to leave that survivor, and then Hex Totem's already gone. This is why I think maybe it would have been fine if they just let her have it on a cooldown instead of being a Hex Totem, because it's just not strong enough to justify being a Hex Totem. This person has lightweight and the fucking the even faster get rid of your scratch marks perk on an indoor map on fucking Hawkins. Alright, that was kind of good. I like her projectile. I don't like her whip. How was that a fast fall? You've got to be kidding me. Am I... Like, she feels so slow in head form. Krasue Hex is contender for worst killer perk in the game, IMO. Yeah. And... I kind of wanted to convince her. Okay, there we go. There we go. That was good. It feels really bad. I should maybe take a quick second to try and infect this person. Well, I guess I can just be bad, though. 2-second scratch marks. Yeah. Yeah. Not the biggest fan of them stacking. Why did I see that person's aura? Object of obsession? Not having slowdown is so rough. Gens get done so fast. Okay. I mean, I kind of have to tunnel. I'm gonna be so honest. If I'm dealing, that's 3 gens that are about to pop. This is what I was expecting to happen on Larry's. Oh, they have any means necessary. I think. I'm pretty sure this one I already tried to get rid of. Yeah, now it's back to good old decisive strike. Damn, really? That's kind of crazy. I thought I might convince her to double back. Where? I downed her over here. Okay, free hit. Love to see it. Please don't DS me. Okay, no DS. I'll take a free hit. And she went the other way. Nobody should be able to sabotage this, surely. Okay, I need bottom V dead. Because there is a 3rd gen somewhere about to pop. It was a good try. Yeah, it is a little bit crazy. Oh my god, I hate Hawkins in particular as well. I'm not the biggest fan. That was actually pretty good. Not the biggest fan of indoor maps with a projectile, but also Hawkins is like my least favorite map. Like, it's slowly turning into one of my least favorite maps in the game. It feels fucking awful to play this thing. Like, any killer on this map feels terrible. Honestly, I'm so fine with you giving me a down when the other person's infected. It's more valuable to have the infected person. Alright, that's object. She'll get saved in a few seconds. She's still infected, which I think they should change that. Oh yeah, 2-second scratch marks. Shit. Wrong scratch marks. Ooh, she got stuck in a barrel. And dead. I don't... Oh, man. Somebody was right next to me, I think, actually. Yeah, 2 gens are about to pop. They're both at, like, 99. Well, that one's at 99, the other one's at, like, 80. Wait, why did she have the trickster laugh? That's funny. That gen was about to pop as well. I almost don't know if I even want to swap into head form. Okay, I infected her. It's another hit on somebody who should not... Oh, this was only at 50. Why did I think it was higher? Ooh, got the infection. I can't lie, I almost feel like I'm just gonna play her as an M1 killer who can sometimes... Alright, let's change. Who can sometimes add additional slowdown with, like, leech. Wow, it really looks like I hit through that container. That's not a flashlight. Okay, we have her on death hook. They haven't touched this gen yet. Take my free M1. Kick this gen. Okay, never mind. I'll go for the fucking tunnel. Are you kidding me? You're gonna insta unhook her? You gotta be crazy to insta unhook her after I've already tunneled somebody to death. Yeah, that's gonna be a slow vault if anything. No DS, please no DS, please no DS, please no DS. I kind of deserve it, but also please no DS. Yes, okay, perfect. Okay, I have a chance at winning. It's honestly not even that big of a chance because there's 2 gens left and I am not good at using this person's power. That was interesting. I wish I could... Breaking pallets and not being able to do that in head form is actually pretty annoying. Because her vault's actually not good enough to really deal with pallets. Do I need for the adept? I will always do what I need for the adept, especially... It's gonna be really bad, honestly. Because with Off the Record Dead, tunneling is now, I think, in a good place, but they're gonna see kill rates go up by like 90% because everybody is going to start doing it. I think survivors just need to be better about playing around tunneling rather than them making tunneling worse. But, you know, behavior doesn't really, generally doesn't balance around survivors playing well. Because, like, survivor role is kind of like nurse, in my opinion, where it's, like, really strong but really hard to play. And so, but they don't, like, acknowledge it the same way. And it's mainly because a lot of people play survivor, whereas not a lot of people play nurse. I know I can vault while yeah, I do know that I can vault while flying. It's so slow that I feel like it's not that great. She popped that gen over there. This gen is still aggressing. You would just reveal yourself like that, to me. Well, that is my adept, so now I don't have to play with these really bad perks. Like, none of these are good perks. Or maybe one of them is, but... No, because there's... The gen perk is a hex perk, which makes it really inconsistent. The exposed perk is not good. What's the third perk? I don't even remember. Sheesh. I cannot think about it. There we go, Adept Krasue. I'm actually... Sometimes they don't Going for the adept. Sometimes they don't actually add in the adept on the day one of the patch, so I'm really glad that they did, because it would have been annoying if I was trying to do that when there was no adept. Okay. Oh, right. When you hit somebody, other injured survivors in 20 meters are revealed. It's... Honestly, if this was like 32 meters, this might be an okay perk, but not... not really when it's only 20 meters. Like, that's such a small area. Okay, putting on the classic Friends to the End, DMS, Pain Res Nemesis. Because it makes my life a lot easier. Now that I actually have real perks. Okay, this is like useless. What would be a better place? A better add-on. Under the glowing fungus. Increase glowing fungus cleanse rate. Hitting a non-leech survivor with intestinal versus auras of other survivors within 24 meters. I mean, this is like her best add-on that I'm seeing at the moment. It's crazy with an endgame build, but it's even on its own, it's still good. To have, I haven't really needed extra headlong flight, I'll be honest. Maybe I'm misusing her power or something, but I have not needed more headlong flight. So none of those really appeal to me. Hitting a generator power or wall with a leeching gland marks it. Damaging or breaking the marked items 10% faster and removes mark. That is so mid. Make that like 50, maybe like 30% faster. I was gonna say 50% faster, but it's also pallets, and that would be too much. If it was like 30% faster on a pallet that you preemptively shot with your gland, it would be like good, but not crazy. Successful intestinal whip cause a leeching gland to splatter. Okay, that's only helpful if you have a body blocking. Hitting a window with the leeching gland marks it. Follow the marked window to block your survivors for 10 seconds. Removes the mark. That's so much setup for a 10-second vol. As I'll just play Kaneki and use Centipede. Like, what? Leech 1 applies blindness. Leech 2. That's actually kind of like, that's crazy for solo queue. Not great, obviously, for against Swift, because Hindered isn't going to apply since Leech 2 is very rare to actually get to. Unless you're having like a really bad chase, but... Corporeal reveals the auras of all survivors who are within 8 meters of glowing fungus or holding glowing fungus on their own for 5 seconds. Is Corporeal Reeve when I swap? Is that what it is? Crossing and shift, yeah. Whenever I swap, people near fungus are revealed. That's honestly pretty good. All starters start afflicted with Leech 1. 2 additional glowing fungi are spawned at the start of the trial. I mean, that is okay. If you throw on, like, lethal, that's pretty good. Although for an... I guess it makes sense to be an iridescent. Because that's like what... friggin... What's-his-face is? Slipstream Boy. Singularity is iridescent. So I guess it makes sense. It just that it doesn't feel like that great. Because like Singu's, everybody starts slipstreamed, and the first EMPs take 30 seconds longer. This one they get extra fungi, so it's like it's a bit strange. Because I mean, maybe I'm like it's quite likely I'm just bad at her, but she does not feel stronger than like a really good Singu. Like, I'm a bad Singu, and I still feel stronger with Singu. And projecting that outwards to, like, good Singularities who can hold game hostages for 60 minutes with, like, 2 perks. I have a funny feeling that it's a bit strange. I have a funny feeling she's not quite that strong. Yeah, I'm very worried they're gonna overcompensate for the off the record. I mean, to be fair, we saw they tried to reduce tunneling. They've definitely made tunneling stronger, which is crazy because they decided to go through with the off the record change. crazy idea. But I hope that they don't rebuff off the record, and they just are like, let's leave it until, gosh dang, let's leave it until we actually make our real tunneling changes. I don't see anybody. Okay, somebody's on gallows. Or not? I'm stupid? I'm deaf? Hello. I mean, I'm taking a free hit. I'm always going to take the free hit over a leech. Ooh. Was that the choice? Okay, I saw a tiny little gap and I thought it might have been possible. Break that. Okay, she's Nemesis, so now Friends to the End will be better. Whoa, she made a lot of distance off of that. She was right in front of me. How did I miss that? That's... Yeah, that vault takes so long. It's really only there for, like, Giga God pallets and nothing else. I feel like I'm gonna have to play her like Chucky or something, where I have to super overcompensate and basically face into a wall for my first hit. And then pull it around like that. Okay, now I actually have info and junk. Oh, where could she be? Boo. Might have been better to leech her first, because she doesn't get much distance with leech, but who knows. I kind of thought I would hit something up there, but that's fine. I don't think you make this. Alright, now you're leeched. I would genuinely rather play this palette as just a basic M1 killer. Look how much easier that is. Damn, I missed that leech. Crazy. Oh, it'll be another Painter's DMS. DMS did get nerfed, but if I'm playing a strong killer, it's kind of a buff, because now I get more DMS procs. Ah, I wanted to hit that crossbeam at the top. Boo. I kind of got stuck on a little sandbag there. That was bad. I should have done this the other way. Okay, leeched. Do you think she makes that? Not quite. Nobody's near me for the pallet save, so I can just go straight forward. DMS, please. Really? Honestly, I don't want to deal with that. Oh, I didn't even use her pain res there, so they have no gens with any progress. Hello. I think that's sprint burst, yeah. I'm surprised she got mind game there. Oh, you are already infected. I didn't need to go into blade form. I just presumed that you would have already cleansed yourself. This is not great pathing. Boo. I'll see Renato with Friends to the End, but I'm not really, you know... Kinda wish I got something different. He's still oblivious for like 5 seconds, though. So who knows? Oh, he... W keyed, okay. I cannot find him, whatever, I'm leaving. Oh, there he is. Ah, I thought I would hit the wall. Okay, DMS finally procced. I've been holding on to that DMS for like 3 hooks. Really? Really? That didn't hit either. Ah. Yeah, I got completely lost. I mean, this is just an M1. Don't overcomplicate it. He didn't actually go for the left fall. I thought he would. He went for a water tower. I disagree. That should have been a hit. That's actually so stupid that it wasn't a hit. Break this. It's too strong to really play around properly. She does not feel faster. I don't... I really would probably be better off just doing... What the fuck was that? Why... How did I... Okay. So instead of curving, you do hug text with her. Yeah, 2 gens for 1 chase. Am I even gonna get pain res value? I don't know. Really? 3 gens for 1 chase? I didn't think it was that bad of a chase. Given that literally every single other gen was at 0 when I started it. Because I didn't eat a pain res. I mean, I'll take a hit. It was a bad chase, but it wasn't that bad. That is like I got mind game every time. Like, no. I wonder if it's possible to hit over this. I don't know. With the whip. I'm sure you can hit them on the butt end, but it's whether you can actually hit over is what I'm curious about. Like Nemesis Tentacle over, I mean. I mean, this'll probably... Yeah, there's no way. I guess I just go back. I am so surprised by how many gens got done with that 1 Renato chase. Because I put somebody on a pain res, and nothing popped, and then nothing got hit by pain res, so every gen was a 0. And then, after that, is when frickin' I had my Renato chase, and like, it was a bad chase. It wasn't, it wasn't 270 seconds bad, because that's, or 90 times 3, whatever. That's not quite right, because 3 gens, people are separated, I don't know. It wasn't, I feel like 3 gens shouldn't have popped off of that 1 chase when literally every gen was at 0%. I am gonna try and squeeze in 1 more game, but this will be the last one. And I should have enough time. Yeah, I don't know. I am not really liking Krasue, I'll be honest. She does not feel... She feels so clunky, it's crazy. That's like the only thing that I feel from her is that she's clunky. Because the intestinal whip just, it feels so horrible. I never am going where I want to go with the whip. I keep like getting stuck on walls or not turning like at all. Like I don't know. It feels like it's completely out of my control. It's rough. So, I don't know. I do hope that I don't know. Maybe it's just, you know, first killer or first instances of the killer, but she feels so bad. Hi Drac. Welcome in. Yeah, I can't use her whip. Her projectile is fun. I really like her projectile. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I'll get better with time and the whip will feel more natural, but I've never felt something that felt this clunky. It feels so much worse. Like, Nemesis' whip literally completely locks you in, but you can drag it. You can't drag her whip. And whether or not I like butter around a corner or butter into the wall in like the opposite direction of where I'm turning, I feel like is not in my control. Like it's rough. It is rough playing her. People say that she's really strong. Some people arguing S tier. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's likely to be S tier. Makes you feel better. Whatever bad experience you're having isn't as bad as Agalo offering to show. Gets him the new chat. Did he do that? He is. He's a bright one. I'm sure somebody would take him up on that offer. Given the internet. 3 toolboxes, that's rough. But I mean, it could be worse. It could be 3 toolboxes and 4 old off the records. Am I right? I'm so fucking glad it's dead. Bury it. Never bring it back. Never make anti-tunnel as strong as that again. Oh my god. I really hope that it was completely purposeful and they knew they were deleting off the record and they don't be like, oh, oopsies, we forgot to take this out, and so we were gonna leave it in for a week, and then they revert it. I'll cry. I will cry if they bring back old off the record. I can't do it. Because off the record's issue was just that if you were against a Swift that was tryharding, every chase after your first one would take 4+ health states, because there would be the off the record health state, there would be the decisive strike health state, there would be the got healed after hook because somebody had, you know, a Rella perk health state, and then there would be the dead hard health state. And that's like ignoring, you know, unbreakables and the like. Now off the record doesn't happen, so it's a single dead or a single decisive strike and dead hard, which you play around. And I guess the healthy state still is a thing because Rella is still strong, but it's better than off the record every time, because off the record was the freest health state, and now it's dead, and it should stay dead. I'm so happy it's dead. Never come back. You're exiled from DBD. Ormond's honestly probably better than indoor map with Krasue. Maybe? Actually, I'm not certain. It takes a couple of seconds at the start until you actually can go into head form. I guess it's so lethal isn't like super valuable, it's just strong. I was gonna leave the little whoa, that's a new tile. I was gonna let her play her drums. Yeah, this person is not even infected. Wait, do you think that would work? It did! That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I could feel the pre-drop. Or not the pre-drop, the whatever. She just kind of went straight for it. That was pretty easy. Break this here. I made like 3 fungi for them. That middle gen is actually about to pop. I probably shouldn't have picked her up immediately. Especially given all my pain rests are on the outskirts of the map. Wow, that's rough. Where's Pop when I need it? Oh, there she is. Okay. Well, DMS is over here. It's not the best to be like, yeah, I'll just take my pallet, thank you. Which direction did she go? She went that way. That's 2 gens already at 99. That's okay. I am thinking that maybe it was a Swift, which was doing 1, 2, 3 with hyper-focused stakeout. I think that's what's happened. Because I saw 3 through Commodii. And they were all gathered around 4. 1... let's go ahead and infect the other person. How in the world did it not infect her, actually? Still had BT, huh? Crazy. I'll take a free hit. I'm looking for the other person more. Okay, this is a pretty weak... never mind. The trees make it a lot stronger than it looks. I mean, if you're gonna give me a down, I can't deny a pain res would be valuable to me. Yeah, that's honestly probably more valuable than a second hook on her. If it was a third hook, maybe, but just a second hook? Nah. She's hiding somewhere, surely. No? I could have sworn this is where she went, but I guess not. I guess I'll go back through the center. Oh, this is still regressing. They haven't touched it again. Okay. Scratch marks? Where are the scratch marks? Hello. I kind of do want you because... The other person was so ready to get tunneled, I feel. Wow, that takes so long. How did that not hit? How did that not hit? How did that not hit? I disagree, it should have hit. Well, I think there's more pallets in Ormond now, which is a crazy change that they made. Because Ormond already had a completely fuck-ton unnecessary amount of pallets. So the fact that they put more in is just like, why? What were you thinking? And it's already a giant map. Like, it's, even though they slightly decreased its height, it's still giant. If I M1 her, does that stop her leech from decreasing, I wonder? This is still regressing. Oh, she didn't eat the spore, actually. And she had bad pathing. Pain res, please. Oh, this is at least a friends till the end, even if I think there's a pain res. It's a little bit far. One general pop, but if I'm lucky, the pain res will stop the other one from popping. Because there should be two about to pop. Okay, I would like to cut them off from Shack if possible. I'll go ahead and leech her. Worst case scenario, I get something out of it. Although she left Shack, which is nice for me. That was pretty bad. Wow, you can instantly M1 after leeching. Dead hard? I guess it was dead hard. I thought the leech meter was supposed to go up. I guess it's just a third of a leech and that's it. That's all you get. Right now she's fully leeched. The God Pallet's on the other side. I don't think you make it. I'm pretty sure you still have a pain res in you. This one has a lot of progress now. Yeah, this pain res is here. More of those infection noises from Nemesis and Wesker. It's a bit awkward because you have to go into head mode, into normal mode, into head mode, like back and forth. Which is pretty, like, uncomfortable. Because you can never get that M1 right there. I think I make that? No way, never mind. It's way too long. But she left... why is there more pallets on Ormond? Ormond did not need more pallets. It of all places, like, it needed pallets so little. I'm actually gonna go tunnel. Because there's so many goddamn pallets. They're everywhere. Why did Ormond get buffed for Survivor? Who thought that was necessary? And, like, can you not next time? Thank you. Swap back and maybe if I'm lucky I can infect her. That's fine. Pick her up away from the pallet. I maybe eat DS such as life. No DS. Okay, perfect. Okay, there's a second person here. If I'm fortunate, they went upstairs. Okay, there are scratch marks. And the scratch marks are gone. Kind of. Literally, where are you? Okay, well, here's somebody. Huh? They were in front of me. Okay. That's fine. Nemesis is good value here. That was actually so good. Why? Why? Why is there a pallet that leads into Shack? Why is there a pallet so that if you actually lose a Shack mind game, you have another pallet? Who? Who did this? Undo it. What the what is this? Ormond did not need this. Why? I'm genuinely just like not using her head because it feels so bad. Like I'd rather just be the 4.6 killer that makes people eat mushrooms. That's where I'm at. This gen is like about to pop. So let me get an M1 on here. I would have liked an infection too, but that's fine. Kick this. Person who is injured has my pain res left. Downed you up here, apparently? Really? It's a long distance. The two gens are actually at 99. It's not impossible they get a 3-person out here. They... Oh, that was actually so close to hitting them. Okay, that one's DMS'd. No, this one is DMS'd. I get a hit here. All I need to do is protect that hook and this gen. It only being... This is where it being... Only, you know, 30 seconds or whatever instead of 60 is an issue. Because I need the time for both here. It is still aggressing, though. Okay, there's her. Not infected, though. I mean, they're both injured. So honestly, I can afford to just proxy camp here. I just kind of sit here. Because I know exactly where both of them are. Like, there's no way they get this unhooked. I'm a little bit scared of anti-camp, that's it. She's going around the back. Yeah, I kind of felt that. That was a little bit obvious, I'm sorry, but if you run directly into me, like, nah. that's such an obvious dead hard. And now I see her over there in a locker. I saw her in a locker. I should be able to hear her. She was like right here at this locker. Hello. And I think this is the first time I've seen the Mori. Ah, what a beautiful Mori. I mean, I've seen it like on the first time doing it. Yeah. It's a pretty gruesome Mori. But I am going to have to end it here. So, Krasue, she feels really clunky. She feels pretty rough. I'll probably play her some more. I'm also excited to look at the Myers and Myers and Clown changes, but I don't have time for that. So, beginning stream here. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see you next time.